What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Lorwyn Eclipse video! This is it's Lorwyn Eclipse. Lorwyn Eclipse. We're playing Lorwyn Eclipsed Standard today, and we are going to be taking a look at a very interesting deck list that just happened to take down a challenge this past weekend. And most of these cards you've seen before in various deck lists, but wait. You haven't seen them all together in this configuration. Basically, the way that I kind of look at this deck list, which, by the way, challenge won by Tulio_Jotty, so shout out to Tulio if you're watching this. Basically, what we're doing here is we're essentially taking, like, stock Dimir Midrange, which is, you know, Spyglass, Kaido, all that stuff. We're taking the interaction and the mid-range threats, mostly just Preacher of the Schism, and then we're sort of taking the interaction, like, not the interaction, but the cards from the blue-black Doomsday deck, which is Kavero and Deceit, and we're kind of just mashing those decks together. So basically the concept here is you have good interaction, which you would expect from the color black. Requiting Hex, 1 mana, be able to kill, you know, creature with mana value 2 or less. Duress, good interaction early. Bitter Triumph, Quag Feast, which is kind of a weird one, but this one allows you to mill a couple of cards and then you can kill a creature or planeswalker if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. And then we're playing the very powerful synergy between, we're utilizing Kavero and Deceit, which again is a tactic used by the blue-black Doomsday deck. Basically, this is effectively just Doomsday without the Doomsday. So Deceit is a new evoke elemental. You can evoke it for black, take your opponent's best card. But wait, there's more. If you then cast Kavero Mindbitten on turn 4, you have to make sure that you manual tap for this, blue, black, you can have Kavero enter the battlefield as a copy of Deceit. It checks to know that, well, what type of mana was used to cast it, in this case, blue, black. So now you get a 4-mana 4/4 that can bounce a non-land permanent and Thoughtseize your opponent, which is really powerful. And then you have some other ways to mill over cards, like Overlord of the Baelmerk can put Deceits into your graveyard while also picking up other threats. You can also use Overlord to pick up Kavero. A couple of copies of Oil Deep Gearhulk, which is just, if you guys forgot, the Gearhulks are still in Standard, and this one is a 4/4 for 4 that looks at your opponent's hand. You can choose a card, and then that player discards that card, then draws a card. So a little bit worse than Deceit because they do draw after it, but still powerful enough, especially when you're playing 4 copies of Kavero. And then, like I said, the mid-range threats, 4 copies of Preacher, and I guess that's really it for mid-range threats. But Kavero is kind of like a mid-range threat. What's also nice in this is you can Deceit there like something like Ouroboros, and then you have Kavero enter the battlefield as a copy of Ouroboros, and then you can put 4 counters on all of your creatures, and you kind of pop off from there. Winternight Stories is our card advantage spell, as opposed to something like Stock Up or, you know, other sources of card advantage that you may have seen in the past. The reason that you're going for Winternight Stories is because you play stuff like Kavero and Deceit, you have a lot of creatures that already naturally have 4 power. So you get a little bit of utility where you can mill Winternight off of something like Quag Feast or Baelmerk, be able to flash it back and just kind of go from there. And then, yeah, just like I said, some other stuff that's good to copy with Kavero, a couple of Riddlers, a couple of Harvester of Miseries to clean up small battlefields, and then the mana base. The one thing I will mention is this deck is playing 4 copies of Restless Reef, and I think the whole concept behind building a deck in this fashion and just sort of like cutting the Kaidos from Dimir and cutting the Doomsdays from, well, Doomsday, is you kind of get the best of both worlds. And the reason Restless Reef is so important is, well, against the Doomsday deck, if you have a Restless Reef in play, they can't really ever cast Doomsday, because the second they tap out for Doomsday, you immediately kill them with Restless Reef. So something to keep in mind there. 4 Undercity Sewers as well, which is a bit of a statement. This mana base is, believe it or not, it's kind of awkward with you having 4 reefs, 4 sewers, and 1 of each, Agna and Realm. You have a lot of enter the battlefield tap lands. And then moving on to the sideboard, we have, you know, again, cards you would expect: Duress, Graveyard Hate, Counterspells, Graveyard Hate, couple of threats here in the form of Glenelendra Guardian and Tishana's Tidebinder to help kind of play a little bit more at flash speed in the post-board games. Most of what you're doing in game 1 is pretty much sorcery speed only, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, a little bit of a different take on the Dimir deck. It's kind of this weird hybrid between both of the current Dimir decks. Not really sure if this is where you want to be, but if you're a Dimir stand and you're kind of looking to try something new, might be worth considering. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for the first match. Well, I mean, you have like 1 mana black cards, so if you're trying to like Cavern on Elemental and also play the 1 mana black cards with Spider-Man on curve, it can be a little difficult. This hand doesn't do anything. Well, it's kind of what I mentioned about Quag Feast, right? I was going to say Crag Feast. Alright, opponent is new. Let's go Reef first. I don't exactly know what I'm looking for yet. Oh, I just realized these are not the other ones. these are not the ones that I was thinking they were. Guess it's fine. The Feast. Okay. That is a card that I can copy with Cavero. Yeah. Harvester is not great against this matchup, though. Okay, that definitely helps. So let me go this one first. I'm just gonna Thoughtseize them. Don't want that. And the next turn, I think I'm probably gonna end up bouncing the Ascension and taking that. Oh. Shit. Well, I guess because they have 2 Bossing Says, they can't cast... No, they can cast the Nursery, right? Okay, which one of these am I more likely to be able to beat? Because they can cast either one of them. I think I'm probably more likely... Oh, wait, I could just Cavero the Nursery, right? Yeah, just take this, then. I could just Cavero the Nursery. Like, bounce Nursery plus Thoughtseize them. How often do bans occur in Standard? Usually it's, I think, what is it, like every 4 months, I think? It's been all over the place. They used to do it once a year. They did it twice a year. I don't know if there's even a set schedule, to be honest with you right now, but I want to say it's like, I want to say it's twice a year, but don't quote me on that. 3 times a year, maybe. Do I want to bounce the Ascension? I don't think I want to give them another body. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to take the Nursery no matter what. So I think I don't want to give them another body. This is the unfortunate part about not playing the Doomsday. This is a matchup where you really want to combo kill them. Because you can't... They're not really giving you an opportunity to play fair against them. You just, like, basically have to set up an OTK. So this is definitely... I gotta turn these audio sounds down. Definitely a matchup where you'd want Doomsday for sure. Which I'm sure is going to happen, you know, a good amount, because there are a lot of unfair decks in Standard. It's just kind of the MO of a lot of people, right? Yeah, also interacting with their threats just doesn't work, because they just, like, they have Bossing Say and Ascension, they can produce an endless amount of threats. I don't even know how I get out of this. Like, I mean, what is my plan at this point? I don't really have a plan, you know? Yeah, I think I'm just off it. Like, technically I'm not dead this turn, but I don't really have a way out. Alright, surely we have a good plan against this deck in the sideboard, right? Probably cover up. I think my plan against them is cover up their forests. I think that's my path to victory at this point. I'm going to cut Duress. Stroke seems good. Guardian, Duress, bad. Stab, okay. I think that's it. Not a huge fan of Harvester. I don't even think my spot removal is good against them. Like, maybe I have to keep in some of it for what's it called? For Cub. But, like, Bitter Triumph is not a card that I ever want to draw. That's not true. I guess it kills Harmonizer. But you know what I mean? It's like, they don't have a ton of good targets for stuff like that. I'll try this. I have to keep in the 1-mana kill spells to be able to fight over Cub, though. Was there annulls in my sideboard that I missed? No, there's no annulls. Like getting gaslit? I mean, this hand kind of has a plan. Kind of, sort of. Oh, sure, because I forgot about them during deck building. Well, that's not my fault. That's the fault of whoever built this deck. You can't blame me for that. Alright, what you got, buddy? What are you working with? Well, I guess you're gonna have some ice stills, huh? Alrighty then. Your turn. I guess maybe we're gonna cover up ice still, who knows? Alright, new plan. New plan engaged. Against their deck, is it better to kill the lands instead of the Cub, given Llanowar is the only other ramp creature? The reason I want to keep the lands in play... Well, I guess in this case it didn't matter because it was Vayne, but normally I want to keep the forests in play because my plan in this matchup is cover up their forests. You know what? I guess I'll play Preacher. I was gonna Kavero their fucking Badgermole Cub, but... Right, yeah, sure. Maybe it was better to kill the Promising Vayne, I'm not sure. Okay. I don't have a land, though. I don't have enough to cover up here. Let's just go to combat. That's good, I think. I think that's good. I gotta save the Shadows for the turtle, I think. Get turtled. Turtle coming through. Turtle coming through. She feasting on my quag till I... Nope. I'm not gonna finish that. I'm not gonna finish that statement. I'm just not gonna do that. 1918, huh? It was a good year. I'm gonna go to combat. Okay. That whips. Deal. Watching, I could have Kavero'd their fucking green shell. I wonder if that was good. I wonder if Kaveroing their green shell was good. Maybe it was. What you got? Fourth Ice Tail? Show me the fourth Ice Tail. Come on. Okay, well, you can have the 3 Ice Tails. That's fine. I want to craft Kavera Reanimator, but I'm afraid they'll just ban keycards soon. Well, one, the ban announcement just happened this morning, so you're safe for at least 3 months. And two, I think most of the cards, if not all of the cards in that deck, are probably safe. I can't imagine, like... I can't really think of any card from that deck they would want to ban. It's the fourth Ice still. Okay. Cover up their Ice Stills? Maybe. I really just want to take their forests, but I guess they're not giving me an opportunity to do that. I know, we need a forest in their graveyard. Or... Okay. I do have 7 mana. Oh, there is a forest in their graveyard. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, this is good, right? Just go combat. Fuck it, whatever. Get that in there, too. Least obvious cover-up attack. I don't care if they don't block, because I have this to put cards in the graveyard, so... They did mill a forest. Alright, opponent, I'd like to see you win without a single basic land to fetch. I guess it's possible, right? I wonder, is that even correct? Like, is there a better target than forest? I think the only other option that would be reasonable is Ice Still, right? It seems kind of insane to not name Ice Still, right? Yeah, you can cover up a basic. You can get... I can get every single forest from their deck if I want to. Please, forest. Did they have 2 Ice Tills in hand? How is it not Ice Till? Y'all are crazy. I'm naming Ice Till. I can't do that. They have 2 of them in hand. Like, there's just no way. For content, it just... Nah, man. I don't think it's good. They do redraw off the Ice Tills. Alright, you know what? Fine. For the content, alright? You guys want me to do this for the content? I'm going to easily lose this game still, but you guys want me to do this for the content, so it's fine. I'm taking this line for the content. Alright, your turn. If I lose this game, this is chat's fault, okay? It's not my fault. It turns off all their fetch lands. Yeah, but the thing is, turning off their fetch lands doesn't matter when they have 2 Ice Tills. Like, they can just go, play fetch from grave, crack, fail to find, play fetch from grave, crack, fail to find, play fetch from grave, crack, fail to find. It doesn't matter that they don't have basics. They have 2 Ice Tills. I mean, this is still good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think we're still in a good spot. I'm just going to let them keep their Ice Tills. Yeah, I'm going to go Cavero, bounce Ice Till. Is that way? Is there a better target? No. Take this. Bounce the Ice Till. Take Harmonizer. And then feast this guy. Alright, your turn. Proceed. I mean, Ice Till is only dangerous if they also have something to pair with it. Right? Like, if they don't have any of the landfall guys, Ice Till's not as scary. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's pretty good. I mean, I could probably attack, right? Your turn. When you cast a Deceit for 6 mana, it kind of gives me Dinrova Horror vibes. Anybody know what that card does? That card is a bang. Absolute heater. Yeah, it's a pauper card. Okay, Boomer. What do you mean? It's a pauper card. Bro, I'm attacking. That's what I thought. Alright, game 3. Okay, it turns out deadly covering up the basics was a good line. It was actually the correct line. How long is this song that you requested, by the way? Okay, it's not that long. It's felt like an eternity so far, but... Yeah, definitely not results-based analysis. I mean, I won the game, therefore the line was correct. I thought that was obvious. I guess. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure what a good hand looks like with this deck, but I assume it has this card in it, you know? Okay. That helps. Kinda. My mana's, like, kind of weird, because I have 2 tap lands. Could be anything. Could be literally anything. Could be literally anything. They don't usually play Snakeskin Bale. I'm going to play Reef here because I don't know what I'm looking for off of Sewers. Does that make sense? Like, depending on what my next draw is, like, if I draw a land, then I want to bin lands. If I don't draw a land, maybe I want... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tapping out of Stroke here is maybe kind of sus, but... I really don't want to let them have a turn with that card. Like, do I want this? Okay, what's going to happen here? They're going to go land Ice Tail. I'm going to untap, kill their Ice Tail, hold up Stroke. I don't think I want that if I'm going to go double spell next turn. Some 2-knock. I could do that. Ooh. Ooh. I can answer it, but it's not pretty. It's really not pretty. But I think that's what I have to do, right? Yeah. Feels real bad. Like, this was not the play I wanted to make this turn. I just put the OG version in the queue. Okay. Look at target player's hand. You may choose a card from it. If you do, that player discards that card, then draws a card. I'm going to do that. What you got? Okay. I'll decline. You can keep those. Yeah. New card alert. Oh man, I got gas. Excuse me. New card alert. New card coming through. I am going to take this. Maybe that was stupid. I already had one in hand. That might have been stupid. Yeah, there's a... I think there's a... I guess... Is there another version? I feel like there's multiple versions of this song. Okay, they're off it. Yeah, this hand does not do it. Not quite. I guess. I'm not excited about it, but I am going to keep it. The hell does Lush Portico mean? Oh, a Una strategy, huh? At least it appears to be Una. Vanille, cheerful Just say vanilla. Enters, mill 2 cards, return a permanent, give it to your hand, first main phase. Okay. Cash grab Sariema. Well, so this is some sort of Kona deck. They're going to Sariema for Kona. Dude, I really can't afford to just cast Arrest this turn, but I think I maybe have to. Man, this is tough. Just, like, spending 1 mana when I have 2 3-mana plays. I just can't do it. I can't do it. If I do that, I'm going to lose the game anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe this line also loses me the game, but... I'm sorry, what? Is that a Prime Speaker Zagana? Well, you see... Mill 2 cards, return a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Do I want to do that? I could. I don't think I want to. This will probably go well. Never mind. It actually didn't go well, as a matter of fact. It actually didn't go well at all. Okay, cool. Good to know. I can't win them all, you know. You, in fact, cannot win them all. As a wise man once said. Okay. The dress saves some time at least? Yeah, exactly. That is the time-saving duress. This matchup seems really bad. It is, yeah. Prime Speaker is in Foundations, yes. You know what else is in Foundations? Omniscience for the next 5 years. Smile. I like Omniscience in Standard for 5 years. And 3, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. You know, the thing about Omniscience is how fun it is to play against. That's the part that I love about playing against Omniscience. Especially for 5 years in a row. This hand's not great, but I can't go to 5. Okay, well, I was not meant to win this game. Sick. Okay, well... Maybe they won't draw Omniscience after I duress them. Okay. Oh, God. This is going swimmingly. Alright, show me what you drew. I want to take a look. Show me your secrets. I mean, I can just take Omniscience. Meringue, Kona, Meringue, Kona, Meringue, Starcage. Decline. I'm not taking any of that shit. They wouldn't just draw Omniscience this turn, right? They definitely wouldn't just draw Omniscience this turn. That I'm okay with. This thing has Menace, right? Definitely does not. Maybe I was supposed to take a Meringue, just so I could copy a Meringue with Cavero. I don't even know if that matters, though. I think I'm dead. I think I'm very dead. They're just gonna put a bunch of Meringues into play until morale improves. Can I beat 3 of 3? Can I beat 3 6/7s? I don't think I can. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I mean, they didn't find omniscience yet, right? Oh no. I can't copy insight, yeah. I'm gonna save us some time. How about that? How about I just save us some time? You cool with that? You guys cool if I just save us all the trouble? Like, extremely rare combo deck that is very, very difficult to interact with. Just play the out. That's all you gotta do. Just play the out. How did my RCQ go? I won! Well, technically, I made the finals, but it was a 2-slaughter, so... The out is actually going to the next game. That's the out. But who got the lanyard? I scooped for the lanyard because I did not care about it. I did not actually care about the lanyard. It was so funny because, like, the 4 of us who were in top 4, we all knew each other. And Sam wanted to play for the lanyard, but he didn't care about the invite. So he conceded to his opponent under the vise that his opponent would then play for the lanyard in the finals, and I said, fuck that, you can have it, I don't care. I'm off it. Oh, that's bad for us. Well, I guess I will cycle through these hexes. Seems like a really tough spot to be in. Yeah, I do still want to get another qualification, because I do plan on going to both the RCs. So I'm going to try and get one more. I was thinking about going to TJ's this weekend, but I really want to play pre-modern. So I think I'm going to go play pre-modern on Saturday instead of TJ's. Is my plan just attack them a bunch with Restless Reef? I guess. I don't know what other plan I have. Alright, deal with it. What up? They've been playing main deck Rest in Peace for a while. I want to say they've had main deck Rest in Peace for a couple of months now. Like, even after VV got banned, they still were playing Rest in Peace main, I think. I mean, I can eventually Deceit the Rip, but I don't have a Deceit in my hand. Eventually that will be the plan, but... Yeah, you can't have that one, man. Dude, this Wraith plan might be good enough. I was thinking about doing a split of Stock Up and Winter Night. I don't think I'd play the full 4 Stock Up, but I was thinking about a split. I'm gonna keep that. That's right, milling you, bozo. Now what? Plan B, baby. We are gonna deal you some deck damage. I played Spell Elementals in the RCQ. The same list that we played the qualifier plan with. Exact same 75. Yeah, it's tough. Like, basically, in game 1, I think I'd rather have Winter Night Stories, but in post-board games, I'd rather have Stock Up, if that makes sense. Winter Night is a lot better when you're turboing, which you do a lot in Game 1 situations, but in post-board, when the games slow down and they have more graveyard hate, you'd rather have Stock Up. That's the way that I look at it. I have 7 mana? I don't even think this Oil Deep is a good plan, man. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna Oil Deep them and see 6 spells? I'm gonna take one of them and still die anyways? I'm just gonna fucking do this. Man, whatever, you figure it out, man. Do I even want that? I guess. I don't know. I don't even know, man. Alright, good turn. I've mostly just given up at this point, but No, I think you would just do main. You would just do a 2-2 split in the main, I think. And just accept the fact that some of the time you're not going to be like, maybe you'll be a half a turn slower, you know? But with 8 cantrips and 4 burst lightnings, it should be fine. Like, the difference between Winter Night Stories discarding 2 spells and just having, like, the ability to cast cantrip into double cantrip, like, it's mostly fine. Is the music basically muted? I mean, it's the normal volume. I didn't turn it down. I turned it up a little bit there, but... No, but you're the first person to say anything in an hour, so... It is. I didn't change anything. I literally did not change anything. Honestly, Realm is not bad either. I would definitely not play less than 4 Sunderflocks. I mean, I could turn up the Spotify a little bit, but everybody else seems to be... Everybody else thinks that it sounds fine, so... I think you're just going crazy, Shorv. I think you're actually just going crazy. We have removed 1 Rev, 1 Unagi, 2 Revs. 2 Revs, 1 Unagi. They still have plenty of win conditions. It's kind of loud now? Okay, well. Alright. I'll go back to where we had it before then. That's where I had it before. They just went to discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I don't think I have to do anything. I'm just gonna go to combat. They're not gonna go to 1, are they? Okay, sure. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 9 mana. Alright, here's a vanilla 4/4. Deal with it. You may proceed. Maybe we're, like, weirdly fine. I mean, they're at 5. I'm gonna keep realming until morale improves. Shit, I might even fucking do this. They can't Helix the Cavero. They can double Helix it, but sure. Fuck if I don't. Yeah, man, you got it, buddy. They draw another Rev. Sure, dude. They're 9. 9. They have... I can't see the size of their library. Is that 21? I believe that is 21. 2, 3, 4, 7... Yeah, maybe we're not fine, actually. 3, 4, 5, 7. I only have 8 mana. Alright, we're probably not fine. The more that I think about it. Okay, how about now? Bro, what if I left them with Ultima? Because if I take the Ultima, how do I beat the prowess tokens? You know what I mean? I think I need them to cast the Ultima. Like I have a bunch of random 4/4s and 5/5s that I can kill them with. I don't think I care if they cast Ultima. I'm gonna take a Helix. I know it sounds kind of insane, but I'm gonna take a Helix here. Like I just don't care if they Ultima. I don't think that's what the game is about. The game is about me not dying to these fucking things, you know? Which I'm very close to doing if I leave them with 2 Helixes. This is the part where I break free. Easiest block of my life. Not even remotely close. We are, like, shockingly close to running them out of win conditions. They probably only have 1 Rev left, right? Like 1 Rev and a Wanshi Tong, that's all we have to beat. You think I can't beat 1 Rev and a Wanshi Tong? Okay. What if I started with just animating Reef and seeing where that goes? Let's do that. Surely they have to kill this, right? They can't not kill this. Wow. That is insanity. One, two, three, four. Alright, go. I don't know. You figure it out. I think that's 15, right? I can't tell. I think it's 15. Wow. I don't know how the fuck I won that game. I didn't do anything for like 6 turns. The hell? Nice deck. Alright, you. Maybe keep this. Yeah, looks good to me. Like, oh. I'm keeping. It's not great if they have Rip. Dude, there's so many fucking tap lands in this deck, I just realized. There's an obscene amount of tap lands in this deck. Yeah, I'll keep that, I guess. It seems like I have decided to play third this game. Shit. I mean, their hand's kind of all in on this voice. I wonder if I should bounce the voice this turn. Or at least try to. No, that would be a good draw if I had a fucking untap land. I have to do this. I'm gonna try to bounce the voice. I cannot believe how many tap lands are in this deck. It's actually insane. The fact that I couldn't duress that turn. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, song request for Shorv. I will put that in the queue. I drew a Bitter Triumph. That helps. It definitely does help. Hoodap. We really should. Tron Dragon, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. 7 months. Welcome back. Helix or Jeskai Rev? I don't think I care about this Helix that much. I'm going to take one of their Revs. And then I think I'm going to discard Winter Night Stories. Hold on. Thinking. Yeah. My discard stories. My life total is like kind of under duress, but Yellow Hat. Yellow Hat. Thanks for the raid, buddy. Hope you had a good stream, Hat. Welcome, Raiders. We are playing some Standard today. We're trying out this, like, sort of new-ish blue-black mid-range deck that's, like, kind of a hybrid between Doomsday and not Doomsday. It's been kind of cool so far. I've liked it for the most part. It's basically Doomsday without the Doomsday. And Dimir Mid without the Kaidos, you know? Do you think I should Kavero the voice? I mean, I was just going to copy... Honestly? Wait, Kavero voice is kind of nice, isn't it? I mean, they're on 5 lands. No, I think I have to take the Rev. I gotta take the Rev. There's no way. I have to. They're on 5 lands. I can't not take the Rev. Like, what happens if I voice and they just draw 2 lands in a row? You know? I have to take the stupid Rev. I do feel like I'm in a pretty good spot here. Less good. Winter Night Stories. I'm just gonna play a Preacher. What do you think of blue-black Spelemental since you don't actually need to be red? And Reef helps the Excruciator matchup. So what, you're cutting Burst Lightning, Glacial Dragon Hunt, and some red sideboard cards, and you're gaining Duress Bitter Triumph. Kind of don't hate that. That actually sounds kind of sick. Why haven't people tried that? Oh, you need Hearth Elemental. No, you can't do that. You need Hearth Elemental. You can't do that. You can't play that deck with only 1 Elemental. That's just not something you can do, I don't think. Maybe you could try Grixis, but you can't just cut the Hearth Elemental. Yeah, well, Terror's not an Elemental for Sunderflock is the problem. So it's not the same thing. No. No. I'm gonna let them have a Helix. Guess I should have Winter Knighted first. What's my life total? 17. Guess I do this. Kinda wanted to land that turn, but... to this. Hopefully draw land. I mean, should I... Is that even worth it? This is tough. Yeah, I mean, it's probably worth it, right? 3, 5, 7. Because if they drew Rev, they can cast it now. Kind of wanted to see what they're working with. Also good if they drew a Normalize. Yeah, I don't care about the Snare. And then I really want to draw land off the Riddler. So I can flashback the stories. Okay, perfect. This is good. This is good. Alright, well. Fuck me, I guess. I mean, it worked out better that they didn't do that in response to the Riddler, because I much rather would have had them normalize the stories than the Riddler, but... So I guess we got a little rewarded. 3, 4, 5. Spell Snare is their last card. Alright, here's a Riddler. Don't you dare hit another Normalize. That's fine. Good chance I'm just going to discard the Gear Hulk here. I think. Sure, man. Okay, never mind. Do I need 7 mana next turn? No, right? Could just discard stories, I guess. I'm gonna do it like this. This kind of worked out pretty well. Can have Huskburster Swarm. Doesn't Swarm get discounted by creatures and not spells? Is it possible to make a 5-color elemental deck? When you say 5-color, do you mean like the ones from the Pro Tour that are just like Flamebraid or Ashling? Because those decks are already kind of 5 colors. Played a Rest in Peace. Okay, I don't like that. You're at 15. Do we think they drew a Get Lost? I don't think they did. But I could check first. I could check first. I don't know if that's good though. This is kind of tough. The problem with baiting to Get Lost with the map is I want to go Gear Hulk plus Stories. And I only have exactly 7 mana. I'm just going to Gear Hulk first. I'm going to force them to use the Get Lost now. And then I'll just play Stories. Oh. Okay, you can have both of those. I'm just not going to play the Stories. That's a lot of maps. Wait, how did I have 4 maps? I didn't realize they Get Lost did 2 things this game. I thought they only cast 1 Get Lost. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just hit him for 7 this turn. Alright, you figure it out. You figure it out. You're at 8. Hold. Any reason not to get aggressive with Reef? I don't want them to Get Lost the Reef. Less time between sets, I guess. Right. Yeah, 40 levels. You know, I think I'm all set. What if, hear me out, we kept this hand? I don't think I should. Better. I wouldn't say it's better by a lot, but I do think it's better. Oh, fuck. I can't Deceit on turn 2. Because I have Verge Island. God damn it. This next mana is somehow just completely unplayable. So I'll do this. Your turn. I could blue Deceit. Guess we're playing Preacher now. Could Quag Feast the player on Kaido, but... Oh wait, Quag Feast literally kills Kaido. This card hits Planeswalkers? Today I learned. Okay, that card's better than I thought it was. I didn't realize that thing hit Planeswalkers. That card's not bad. I would like to proceed to the combat phase. May I do that? I may not. Ho ho ho. What you got over there, buddy? Show me your secrets. Alright, don't draw exactly Kaido. Whatever you do, don't draw exactly Kaido, please. Because I can't beat that now. Okay, they drew land, that's fine. That I can live with. I do need a little bit of help here. Just a little bit, not a lot. Guess that kind of qualifies, right? Show me your secrets. They do still have a second Bitter Triumph for the Riddler next turn, but... I assume they play a Tidebinder here, right? Wow, okay. I'm a little surprised by that. That is not the play I thought they were going to make. Okay. Well, depending on what they do, it's not going to be Overlord time this turn, because they can Tidebinder the Overlord. I guess they can't if they Tidebinder the Riddler trigger. Yeah, that's true. They don't know about the Riddler. I'm just going to warp this. Because then if they Tidebinder, I can draw 4, discard 2. Which I think they are going to Tidebinder this, yeah. So this kind of worked out well. Or sorry, wait. Oh, right, it's still shut off by the Tidebinder. I'm dumb. Right, I forgot. Never mind. Those were 3 really good cards. Can I choose to not discard any of these? Would that be cool? I actually think it might be Riddler here. Is that crazy? Because I already have one in exile, and I think it's... I don't know, this is tough. Maybe it's Cavero? No, Cavero is so good here. Yeah, it's gotta be Riddler. Draw 2 off Riddler. Yeah, well, I'm not going to do that this turn. And the Cavero is way too good, because the Cavero kills their whole board, you know? Because I think the way this is going to... Okay. What I was going to say is I think what's going to happen is I'm going to attack with Overlord, they would Deshaun as the Overlord, and then I would Cavero the Harvester, and they would die, you know? Why wouldn't I warp it? Just having an extra blocker for the Tidebinder if they draw a kill spell for Baelmerk. It probably doesn't matter that much there, but I think it's the safest play to just play the Preacher there. Just to, like, guarantee that I have an extra blocker that turn. I missed a little bit of chat. I need to look into how to create a standard deck on Arena most efficiently. I've not played consistently in over a year. Also, MTG interface is a bit too much for me. Yeah, the arena interface is good. I would highly recommend. You can also utilize Moxfield, which, you know, I'm sponsored by them, so it, you know, I use their website a lot. But they have, like, their website is very, very good for deck building. There's a lot of search features and filters and things like that. So, and I believe Moxfield uses Scryfall as their search engine. All right, what are we working with against Dimir Midrange? So, I mean, honestly, I kind of want to just run it back. Maybe Tishana's for Kaido. But I feel like we don't have to do a ton here. Yeah, I don't think we have to do a ton. I think I'm just going to swap these for these. Call it a day. Keep it simple. Game number 2. I mean, I'm going to keep it. It does have Deceit Cavero. Double Quag Feast is not too bad either. Can maybe keep them off of Kaido. Like, honestly, here, for example, I think I would rather just cast Quag Feast than Cavero, or than Deceit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I think the plan next turn is go tap land, Deceit, bounce their creature if they play it. And then if they don't, then we can obviously Thoughtseize them. See what they do, though. Like, if they just play Preacher, I'm just gonna bounce that shit. That I'm okay with. Kinda just need lands at this point, I think. Because we go Cavero on 4 and then try to double spell on 5. Guess I can double spell with these two. Okay, well... I guess I'll just make a 4/4 Spyglass Siren then. Honestly, if I were them, I think the Lantern... I think I would have exiled my own Spyglass with the Lantern. Because then if they pop the... Then if I play Spider-Man, they could just pop the Lantern and there's no targets. But here, I think I'm just going to make a 4/4 flyer. Dumb question, is there anything stopping you from discarding a land and a creature with Winter Knight? No, you can do that. If you really wanted to empty your hand, you could certainly do that. And that does come up from time to time with Riddler. Like, you can just discard extra cards. Basically, the client lets you, like... It highlights the creature, and then you can click Decline in the bottom right. And then if you decline, it'll give you the option to discard 2 cards. After the fact. Okay, that I don't like. That I really don't like. That's that shit I don't like. This game got a little bit harder. Not really good on this board. This only mills 2, right? So if I Quag Feast the Tidebinder, they can pop the Lantern. I think I'm dead. I'm literally just dead on board if I do this, right? Okay, yeah. Maybe I was supposed to cast Bitter Triumph, but... Just so far behind at that point. Okay, so it seems like the only card in their entire deck that I care about is... Curiosity. I don't want to play Stroke just for Curiosity. I'm just going to do it like this. Tidebinder also good against Curiosity. I will play first. This hand seems fine. Just need spells with this hand. Yeah, Wistfulness being able to hit Curiosity is big. It's kind of rude. Show me your secrets. I don't care what the rest of your hand is. If you have Curiosity, I'm taking it. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, this is good for me. I don't even have to cast the Duress this turn. If they had played an untapped land, I would have had to play Duress there for fear of Flood Pits Drowner, but now I just don't care. This game is going a lot better than the last game. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Run it back, baby. Run it back. They can Tishana's the Preacher, I guess. But then we can Quag Feast the Tishanas. So it kind of works out somewhat okay for us. Because they Tishana's the draw trigger, and then we still get to make a token and kill the Tishana's post-combat. Trigger, trigger, trigger. You're in the jungle, baby. Chat, you're in the jungle. We're all in the jungle. I'll allow it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's an argument for not casting the Winter Night stories. What would be the reason to not cast it? I guess there really isn't one, right? Yeah, I don't think there is a reason. Alright, I feel very, very good about this game. They do have some man lands that I guess we have to fight through, but... The Shadows just seems very well positioned at the moment. Is there anywhere else that's worth playing than Dimir Mid? Blue-black control, blue, like Jeskai control. I don't think you want to play it in the Spelemental sideboard. Because I think you'd rather have stuff like Ral and Riddler / Hydro Man, you know? But, yeah, basically any blue sideboard, it is a really good card right now. Especially with how many elementals there are. And it's insane against Doomsday. Guess I just go to combat first. Yeah. If they want to burn the nuisance counter to eat the 1/1 token, I'm cool with that. A-okay with that. Question is, do I just hardcast the Overlord? The other option is... what? Impending Overlord, pick up Riddler, play Riddler, flashback stories. I'm just going to hardcast this. I think that's fine. I don't think so. I think it's better to just hardcast it. Just put more pressure in play, you know? Like, press my advantage while I have it. Taking this is better if they draw Graveyard Hate, and this is more flexible. I'm going to take this. It's like a good insurance policy, too. Can, like, kill a flyer or something. But I think this is one of those, like, one of those spots where you just want to press your advantage as much as possible. Like, we have a pretty distinct advantage this game. Case in point, you know. I don't know about this one, Chief. It's a little sketchy. Okay, better. Better put this back. Yeah. Steam Vents. Alright, well, we're dead. We have died. GG's. I'll Discord call you and show you my empty food bowl. No, unacceptable. I need more proof than that. Opponent untap with Grand. GG. We had a good run. I guess I'll do this. Surely that resolves, right? That's fine. I'm noticing a problem. The problem is we can't win. That's the problem. Unfortunately. I think it has to be 3 steps there, but I'm just not... I'm not happy about it. I just want to let you know that I'm really not happy about it. Well, I mean, that's something. Question is, what do I do? Discard or pay 3? I think I should just pay 3. And maybe they'll never find a way to discard cards the entire game. Hold. You know, I really wanted to draw a land there. Shit. Alright, well. GG. GG. I tried. I did all I could, you know? I did all I could. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm very happy that I drew that. I'm very, very happy that I drew that. Now what? I mean, it seems to me that all the cards in their hand are lands. That's kind of what it seems like to me. This discards? Yeah, I can't do that. I think what I need to do is... I guess discard this? I don't even know, man. What am I looking for? I guess more deceits? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, you see, if I bounce their artist talent, they get the trigger monument twice. I kind of want to just concede, to be honest. Like, what exactly is the plan here? I mean, it's cast this, and it's, yeah, I guess do this, and bounce a monument, maybe? I don't think we discard. Oh, we have to. What do you want to do? Just, like, bounce the talent? They're just going to replay the talent next turn and find more spells, you know? Like, I think I have to just kill one of the monuments. You know what I mean? I think I'm basically 0% to win this game regardless of what I do, but I'm pretty sure that my only out involves getting rid of all their monuments. And this is the only way that I can do that. I just don't see, realistically, another way that I could possibly ever win this game. Yeah, I mean, Gear Hulk is optional discard. I can also just choose myself with Gear Hulk, but... Like, I don't have to choose a player with Gear Hulk. I can just choose no target. Just to make a 4-mana 4/4. Maybe that was better than the second Cavero. But I can also just Cavero the Gear Hulk if I need to. I don't even want to do that. Alright, check me out. Ready? I found the line. I found the line. I repeat, I have located the line. Okay, unfortunately I missed. I don't know. This, I guess? And then... Holy fuck, I'm so dead. Alright, I yield. I'm gonna concede to that one if you're cool. If you guys are okay with that. I'm gonna concede to that one. Alright, Lantern good. Betrayal, medium, but probably necessary. I don't know if these are good. Hex is bad. Feast is bad. Harvester is bad. This matchup seems abysmal. Like, you don't really have the ways to tempo them out like Dimir does. You know, one of Lessons' biggest weakness is Planeswalkers, and we're not playing Kaido. So the traditional angle of, like, if you kind of take a look at the matchup from the perspective of Dimir Midrange's plan against them is play a fast Kaido, and then Doomsday's plan against them is combo kill with Doomsday. We don't have either of those, you know? Like, we basically just, like, hope that we can play a 7-turn game without interacting with, like, their permanents that matter, you know? Which is just not feasible in this matchup. Just fundamentally, I think this, like, the way this deck is built seems like it's horrendous against Lessons. I'm sure you could probably fix that, but... I think I'm supposed to play Tidebinder for Monument, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Deshaun's is okay against Monument. I don't know, man. The Betrayal seems so bad as Graveyard Hate. Part of the reason that Soul Guide Lantern is good against them is the fact that you can respond to them casting a spell, but when your Graveyard Hate is sorcery speed, it just doesn't play out the way you want it to against them. Oh. I should have paid 2 life. I guess I wasn't convinced they would keep those in, but it's fine, I'll just seed on 3. That's good. Sure. Show me your secrets. Okay. The good news is the rest of their hand is not very good. So, it's definitely a beatable hand. Does it matter? I guess this. Leave the Grin for Kavera purposes. I don't think Linelendra's very good. It doesn't seem great against them. Why is my spacebar not working? Hello? The fuck? Is my spacebar just dead? What? No, when I go into a different tab, the spacebar works. That's kind of weird. Right? Like, hold on. Hold on, opponent, I'm trying to fix something, okay? Yeah, see, my spacebar still works. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I don't know what was happening there. That was kind of weird. Can I get a your go in the chat? Any your goes? Any your goes? Okay. Bringing up notepad. It was a blank notepad, okay? It's fine. Right? Was it a blank notepad? I gotta go back and watch the VOD now. Guess I cast this. Your turn. Yeah, you sure you want to open? You sure you want to open Notepad in these trying times these days, streamer? You sure about that? I am pretty sure about that. Who dat? Tuxedo Man. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I guess I should save the Deceit here. Just Gear Hulk them, maybe? Negate 3 steps. I mean, I have to take this. because I need this Deceit to resolve. Okay. It's like kind of fine. That one is definitely not fine. That is 100% not fine. Okay, now it's kind of fine. Pew, pew, pew. I mean, they can get back 3 steps ahead, but I don't really care about that. Yeah, I guess they just do that instead, which is also kind of unfortunate, because I don't really have an out for that. I'll probably just draw an out for it. I think there's actually an out on top of my deck for it. Shit. I was hoping they wouldn't call. How do they have 6 cards in their hand, by the way? How exactly did that happen? I looked away for 2 seconds, and they now have 6 cards in their hand. Honest thoughts about this list? It's okay. Like, okay, I think my opinion on this list is I feel like it's probably better than Dimir Midrange, but worse than Excruciator. I think is where I kind of land on it. Oh, okay, hold on. There's a Deceit in the grave. So you're saying there's a chance. But yeah, I think this is probably worse than Excruciator, but better than Dimir Midrange. Just kind of like bulkier Dimir Midrange, so you're better off playing. You're better at playing through like the other midrange decks and control decks, but not having the combo finish against stuff like Lessons and Mono Green is pretty rough. It's kind of my take on it. It's 16. This is probably fine, right? I think this is fine. Can you sideboard some Excruciators? Maybe. Maybe sideboard a couple Excruciators just for, like, the very, very, like, the fast matchups. Maybe you could. I yield. I fold. Alright.